Alright guys, here we go. Today I've got to do something different. I got to work on my diesel. The rear door stopped operating. You can't, this is a 4-door, you can't open up this back door. See, it don't open. What I've got to do is, up here, you can go in from that side of the truck, come across the seat, take out over there some screws, and you might be able to get this panel out and get in there. But guess what? I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm kind of large, so I just don't pass through that opening too well. So what I'm going to do is up here, just basically there's like a latch right here, but it's up here. Okay, but there's 2 screws. Take that out, and this door will open up on its own. And then I can get that piece off and reattach it to there, and then take these panels off and see what I got to do. But the problem is inside the door. There's cables in here, and I believe these cables go bad. There's 2 cables. There's one to the latches, the bottom, that's kind of like the same setup that you have here, and then there's a cable to the top. So I don't know if a cable broke. I have a feeling I know what it is, and I've already got the part for it if it is the problem. But we'll see. I don't know. I just got it because it's 30 miles away. I did some research, and they had it in stock, so I grabbed it, brought it home. If it ain't it, then I return it, whatever. All right, let me get this hinge loose, and we'll go from here. Alright, I got the door out. I took these out. These are Torx bits. Okay? You gotta have the tool for it. And two of them, one went to there, one went to here. And like I said, that bracket mounted up here. Alright, so the door latch problem is this one here is the broke one. So I need to take out this here, take this panel out, and see how to disconnect this up here. So let me get these 2 screws out, and we'll be right back. All right, I took the 2 screws out, the one right here. So now that's loose, and most likely this panel just pops on. So I'll have to get from behind it and pull out on the panel to get the panel out of the way. Yep. Here we go. Really can't see too much here. The problem's going to be in this area, I guess. I'm assuming. So I need to remove these 2 screws right here. They're 7mm. Let me get my socket. Let me show you here. These 2 screws right here. It looks like someone else has been in here before because we're missing screws. So let me get these 2 out of here. Alright, I had to go turn my radio off because I know YouTube will not like what I'm listening to. I'm going to take these screws out, and I got a feeling that this panel does not pop on, it slides down or slides up. Usually these slide, yep, there you go, just slides up. Yeah, you can tell somebody else has been in here. I bought this used like 8 years ago, so. Alright, let's pull this down. Let me show you something here. Alright, here is the bottom cable. If you watch, I'm going to pull the handle. See it move? Okay. There's got to be another cable here somewhere. Here's a cable. Oh, it's broke. The end's broke. That's kind of what I thought. I need to get a light to show you guys. Sometimes that's an easy fix, but these are riveted in. So we need to gotta figure something out, because there's no room to work back here. Maybe take the speaker out and come up that way behind to get to it. We may do that. Let me take the speaker out. Alright, I want to show you something. Let me get my... Alright, this is the good cable, but I want to show you what the good cable's supposed to look like. Okay, that is the cable right here. Alright, here's the inner parts. That's what grabs your mechanism. That makes it work. But this part here is what holds your cable in spot. Okay, you see how thick this is? all the way. It literally snaps in a holder that's back here, and it holds it in spot. Okay, I'm going to show you this here. Now, let me get the light turned around. Okay, here's that cable, the upper cable. You remember this thick piece? It's not here. It's actually part of the cable. What happens is this gets very brittle. It breaks off, and you end up with just this. All right? And then it's supposed to set inside a holder right here. They slide in there. Okay, well, AutoZone has a section. It's called Doorman, and they sell the replacement. I have to show you. It's this. Okay. All right. You see the cable? It's right there. That cable will actually slide in here. I'm going to hold on to the cable. I'm going to slide that down, and it'll look like this, but this is not. This is plastic, but it's going to slide on the cable up here on this one. I think what I'm going to have to do is, because it doesn't stretch enough, the cable. You see, let me point to you this here. Okay, this here is actually holding the other cable. I'm going to have to pop this yellow clip off, and now allow that back piece, which is this cable, to come off, so the cable will be limp in here, and then I can pull it out, and then we look at it. So I'm going to go right through here. I don't think you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to do it. Push that off. Okay, it opened up, and then there we go. Okay, I'll show you what I just did. Here we go. The cable's off. You see that piece that broke? That's part of that. That's that piece that broke off. It was all in here, so I do need to get that off. Let me go get a pair of cutters. All right, this used to be stuck to this. And then this whole piece you see here used to be on here also. And you can see how they used to, I don't know what they did is crimp it or do something to it, but it breaks apart and it's junk. So what we're going to do is cut this off. That has to get out of the way. It just crumbled. Look at that. See? It's just junk. I mean, it's junk. Now, what we'll do is we're going to, like I said before, that has to slide right on there just like that. We'll pull this cable a little bit more. Give me some more cable, and there we go. And now this is going to slide right on up the shaft. I forgot how far it goes up the shaft though. Let me make sure so I know I'm all the way on. Let's see here. All right, it's literally going to go all the way up to that notch right here. All the way up here. So we got a long ways to get it up there. All right, there we go. And we're just going to keep right on pushing it up. We're about halfway. We're right there right now. Let me get my pliers. It'll probably work a lot better. You can see I'm sliding all the way on. We're somewhere right there now. Let's keep on going. Okay. I believe... Yeah, Latch just undid. All right, I think we're already on. We are all the way in. Yep. So now what we got to do is this piece here attaches going down. So we're going to put that back over on top. Stick it back in there again. We're going to go and tilt that cable upward, and then we slide it in its spot. Now, I don't know. You seen that spot back here? There's a holder. Where we at? You can see that back there. It's like a half a U. Right where that one's sitting. Same thing's up here. You might be able to see it right there. See, it's like a half a U. Okay, I'm going to keep the camera close so you can see it. Where is my cable? Yoo-hoo, cable. Where are you? Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to get it all the way up there and slide it on the... There we go. It slid on there now. All right, now I need to reconnect this back here, and I wish I could show it to you. All right, I hope you can see it. You see how that little at the end, at the very end of the cable, the very end of the cable, it's sitting. Let me get my little screwdriver. The cable's sitting right at the end of this piece right here. All right, it's sitting right there at the end. So now what I need to do, if you guys look at that, there's a little yellow. I might be able to flip the yellow lever over. This yellow thing has to fold over, and it has to lock. Let's see if I can't do that. I got some long fingers, so maybe I can do it. Yeah, I can. All right, there we go. I'm gonna lock it in there. There it goes. So now what's gonna happen is when I pull this handle, you're gonna see everything move. See? That's how this whole thing works. And I think we're working up top. The only way to tell is by looking up there. So let's go ahead and head this way. All right, I'm glad I did look, because I was going to start buckling it back up because this wasn't broke. But, guys, it is broke. See that? So I've got the parts. We're going to go ahead and pull it apart and do that one too at the same time. Let's pop this yellow tab open. There it is. You see the yellow tab pop out. And then that centerpiece, the cable, there it is. There's that. So now let's drag it down here. Right there. Now what we need to do is to break this all off. Alright, what they tell you to do is to lay these cables on the ground and smack them with the hammers and it breaks apart. Well, I'm not pulling this all apart to do that. I'm not going to do it. But I got a couple big pair of pliers, and I'm going to try to really pinch and squeeze it and see if it falls apart. And it does. Look at that. I just took a part of it right here. So we're going to be able to pinch this all the way off. Look at that. See how it's all falling apart? There it is. That end fell off. So now I got to cut. Maybe that'll just crunch it right off too. Yeah, it does. Look at it. It just breaks apart. It's so brittle. Here we go. It's off. So now all I got to do is slide that new piece on. So let me get another one. I'll show you the box again. You get 4 in a pack. And to tell you the truth, I don't even remember what it cost. It was like, I think it was like $15 or $13 for a pack. Here we go. And remember before, we have to slide. There's that groove. And we're going to slide it right on in there. Trying to get a better camera angle here, where I can work and you guys can see. Got to slide it right on through that little hole, right through that slit. Okay, we're right there. Now we just need to push really hard. All right, I'm going to show you something that I noticed. I actually noticed it after it was on, but I'm lucky I noticed it so I can show you. These two are different. This is more round, and that one's more round this side and square this side. Can you see it? This is more round on this back side and then square, and this is fully round. This one does fit up here. This one fits in this one. What happens is this one here, it pushes up. Wait a minute, it sits like this, so it pushes up, and then you turn it, and that locks it in the spot. So that's what we got to do. So I am going to go ahead, and I need to put my light end back on again. I'm going to stick this up in here like it's supposed to go. It's up, in, and turn. Okay, now. All right, so I can show you to you. I mean, you see how this looks clean right there? That's where it used to sit, locked in here. So as long as we get it somewhere very close to that area, we should be working again. So we back this up so it doesn't look so blurry. So what we're going to do now is just push that in that spot. There we go, it's in there. And then we just take this and lock it in. There it is. So now I'm going to grab the handle, and we are full functionable, working. Right? Alright, what I usually do is when I get done with all this, I usually spray anything that's in there with some silicone lubricant. While you're in there, you may as well do it. You never know, may extend the life of something. May make your door handles move easier. So I just spray it. Just hit it a little bit here and there. Call it done. And I'll show you what this is up here. Here's that latch that was stuck up top. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put it back in. Alright, and when you close your door, it's going to go right into this. It latches, so that makes it lock, so it can't do it. That's what happened before. So now I'm going to grab a door handle, and there we go. So I'm going to remount this back where it belongs. Okay, you didn't see me take this out, but that went up in here. That was around the door. So I took these two bolts out, and that opened the door up. That saves me from having to dive in there in this back seat that there's not a lot of room in. The truck's not made for a big guy like me to be in the back seat. As I said before, I never tighten the screw down, one screw down at a time. I get them both down there at the same, bring them in at the same time. Alright, that one just touched. Now you do want that kind of tight. I mean, don't wrench and break nothing, but it needs to be tight, and there should be a torque to it. Door's on. We're going to open it up. There we go. So now we will go ahead and I'm going to put the rest of these panels back on. I told you about this one here a minute ago. This panel actually just pushes in and drops in its spot. You can imagine that the deal it has has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You line all 7 up, you push them in, and then you just push down on that, and that locks that panel in. This panel here had clips that you push straight in on, and then I put these 2 screws back in, and that puts that whole thing back together again. Alright guys, well, heck, I hope maybe you learned something. I don't know. I mean, maybe you all have a broken door, and it's pretty easy to fix. I tell you right now, okay, if I wasn't doing the camera and talking and showing you how to do it, then I probably would have had it done in less than 15 minutes, both of them. It's that simple, and just replace them both. You've seen the other one was broke also, so it's not a bad job at all to do. I bet you if you would have crawled in and try to take those screws apart inside, just being in that awkward position. Look, show you. Well, I got the seat back. There's not a whole lot of room in there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for subscribing to me. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys letting everybody know about it, my channel, and channel's doing pretty good and pretty happy with what's happening right now. Guys, have a great night. We'll talk to you later.